It's a privilege to speak to you today about the Norwegian chairship of the Arctic Council as we near our one-year anniversary. This is a perfect moment to reflect on what has happened over the past 12 months. On May 11, 2023, Norway assumed the chairship during the historic 13th meeting of the Arctic Council. Amidst challenges, including a year-long pause in official meetings, we issued maybe the most important one-page document that the Council has ever produced. A joint statement that affirmed our commitment to the Council's role in fostering cooperation, stability, and dialogue across the Arctic region. All 8 Arctic states acknowledge their commitment to work to safeguard and strengthen the Arctic Council. In my opinion, this was a remarkable accomplishment and a powerful testament to the Council's unique ability to find common ground for the benefit of the Arctic, even in these challenging times. For Norway, this was an excellent starting point, but we were also aware of our responsibility. Myself and others have said this before, the Norwegian chairship may be the most important in the Council's history. The chairship set 2 ambitious goals: to navigate the Council safely through these challenging times and to ensure that the working groups could continue their vital work. I am pleased to report that we are making good progress on both of these goals. Since beginning, our approach has been inclusive, considering the needs and concerns of all Arctic states and indigenous permanent participants. Over the past 12 months, we've held regular consultations, hosted meetings with all 6 permanent participants, and engaged extensively with the working groups and the expert group on black carbon and methane. Although we are not able to resume political level meetings yet, we have made significant advances, first and foremost with the resumption of official virtual working group meetings. Actually, one of them is meeting later today on a head of delegation level. I would like to emphasize that much of the Council's value comes from the everyday work that the Council's working groups conduct. This is where we address some of the most pressing issues affecting people living in the Arctic. And without functioning working groups, we would not have a Council. Their ability to meet virtually is therefore vital in advancing projects that respond to rapid climate change and other regional challenges. Turning to our chairship priorities, we have committed to focusing on 4 main themes: the oceans, climate and environment, sustainable economic development, and the well-being of people in the North. So let me share some example of what has been achieved and what highlights we are currently working towards. Under the oceans priority, we recently hosted the 3rd International Conference on the Ecosystem Approach to Management in Arctic Large Marine Ecosystems. That was the short title. This conference was a collaboration between 4 of the Council's working groups and 2 observer organizations. It brought together more than 170 experts and knowledge holders on site in Tromsø and another 70 online, facilitating in-depth discussions on sustainable ocean management. Another topic of high relevance for us is enhancing emergency preparedness. To this end, preparations are underway for the first International Arctic Emergency Prevention, Preparedness and Response Conference in March next year in Bodø, Norway. The Norwegian chairship is working closely with the Arctic Council's Emergency Prevention, Preparedness and Response Working Group and other partners. Under our climate and environment priority, we launched the Chairship Wildland Fires initiative last year at the Arctic Circle Assembly in Reykjavik. The initiative seeks to enhance international cooperation on this critical issue. Tomorrow, we will take a significant step forward by deepening our collaboration with the Council's observers and partners from the EU, Poland, and Spain. We are hosting a fireside chat to discuss the vital role of international collaboration in addressing Arctic wildfires. I invite you all to join tomorrow's panel at 1:30 here in the main hall to gain first-hand insights into how we can work together to prevent and respond to wildfires. Lastly, I would like to highlight that we value the participation of Arctic indigenous peoples and youth and have made this our cross-cutting priority. Our ongoing efforts include improving their opportunities to engage and influence the Council's work. As part of this overarching priority, we are organizing an Arctic Youth Conference in January 2025 in Tromsø, created by and for Arctic youth. As I am speaking, we are setting up a Chairship Youth Committee that will guide our preparations and shape the agenda for the first of its kind gathering under an Arctic Council Chairship umbrella. In summary, it's been a busy and challenging year, but I'm confident that our efforts are paying off, and I'm looking forward to another exciting year as chair of the Arctic Council. And now, I want to thank you, and this is truly from the bottom of my heart, for the support so many of you from different countries, organizations, observer organizations, and networks, and individual basis, that the support you provide to the Norwegian chairship, being it just encouragement, because this is truly a team effort, and we would have not been able to get this off the ground and running anywhere without the support from organizations like the Arctic Circle, which provide us a great platform for information sharing, and so many of others who are here. So this is something we truly appreciate, and it's so important for the common effort in advancing on the issues in the Arctic, for the Arctic. So, thank you.